After I made the welterweight division, I put in boxing world notice. I'm back. I'm here. Dream time. We're gonna dress.
Right. Like here. Got it?
But this guy knows his boxing like a student of the game. When you got somebody like that around you, a student of the game, it's crazy. We chat on Facebook, what you doing, Tito? I'm over studying the opponent's fights. Like he's studying, he constantly studying. You can't go on. As a business person, I told him, I said, Tito, listen, I'm getting paid this much. He tells me, I don't care. What God gives me, I'm happy with. When I heard that, so this man. You know, it's fun again. I wasn't learning, got to a point I stopped learning. And when that happens, boxing ain't fun no more. I wouldn't come to the gym. Because when I go to the gym, I do the same thing. It's get boring. Yeah, I'm on the gym every day now.
The real thing that I see the growth and change in him is that I started calling him, you're ready to go run? Now he's calling me, and I'm like, oh, something that Junior wants to do that Dad hasn't done, and Dad is going to become part of this, we hope, is that he's very spiritual now. He wants to give something back. So we're working on Junior High School 13 sometime in April so that he can put up a ring. The kids probably get a tournament shot out of it, and they can get in the ring and spar with him afterwards and hang out, sign autographs, because there's too many shootings in our neighborhoods right now and nothing out there. All these programs have been cut, and we're going to try to bring boxing back at least for a positive note. And you know, he's been doing it, he's been putting it on paper, he's been wanting, he came up with the suggestion of wanting to give back to his hood. And I'm from the hood, so together we're gonna make it.
I think it's important, man. You're coming out from where I come from, show these kids that it's not impossible. Look, my father came out the same street you come from. And coming from the hood, it's not easy getting out. It's almost impossible to get out the hood. It's stereotype. So if my father made it, I'm an example. I made it too. If I can make it with all that pressure under me, being a son of Camacho, you can make it too.
The name Machito mean to you?
Pops left a great legacy behind me. It has its pros and its cons, right? The name, everybody recognizes the name when they first hear it. The con is, I'm supposed to live up to that name, so it puts a lot of pressure on me. I had some half steps in boxing in the past. I just came off a loss. So I feel like all that pressure's off of me now. Off my shoulder, all that pressure got to be in front of your father. Your father's there. My last loss, people don't expect much about me now. They don't expect too much from me. So that pressure's released now. I brought it off my shoulders. So I felt I could go out there, come back to the game, and show off and really be the person they expect.
Puerto Rico, right? What do you recall about San Juan? What do you love about San Juan?
First and foremost, I'm a New Yorker. I was born in New York City. I was just raised in Puerto Rico. I would always go back for the summertime. Me and my cousin, we always flew from New York to Puerto Rico and spent our summer vacation with my father. So I spent most of the time in San Juan, Puerto Rico. When I turned pro, I went back to my roots. I went back to Puerto Rico to train and live, that's where I come my place at now. I got a couple places in Puerto Rico, so I go back here and then. Puerto Rico just brought me back to my roots, man, gave me back that essence, man, that culture that I was missing here in New York. But being New Yorican and being Puerto Rican is a big difference. It's a culture difference. You can't compare being New Yorican because you live best of both worlds. But go back to Puerto Rico made me discover who I am, where I get that courage from, where I get that pride, where I get that machismo from, because we all machismo. So go back to Puerto Rico really brought the culture.
Okay, listen, you wore a Puerto Rican flag when your dad fought Edwin Rosario, man. Take us back there. How did it feel to shadow box the ring? Your father was one of the great champions of all time.
Man, I tell you, man, I was in love with boxing. Growing up, that's all I heard was Camacho. All I seen was boxing. But that moment, I went inside the ring and I did a flurry, and the whole crowd stand up yelling. From that day on, I knew I wanted to become a fighter. There was no if, no buts. I wanted to become a boxer that day. I did that flurry, my father lifted me up, and the whole match straight guard was yelling. That day, I said, you know what? I'm a fighter. So those are memories you can never take away.
In the amateurs, you lost against Zab Judah.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about avenging that loss to Zab?
I tried a couple times. You listening, man? I tried a couple times. You know it, man. I reached out to you personally. I had to call Zab on my cell phone. My cousin, my woman, I had to call him on his cell phone. Yo, Zab, let's do this fight. Let's make it happen. Let's do it from New York City. Let's help you box and back. What's a better fight than Camacho versus Zab Judah, Masquerade Garden? New York versus Harlem. Ain't nothing better than that. Brooklyn versus Harlem. I tried, but hey, what can we do? I mean, they thought that Camacho's still dangerous. I can't blame them. I wouldn't want to fight Camacho myself. Camacho 100%. I wouldn't want to fight him either.
Okay, now listen. Every great fighter had to lose. They had to lose. Every great fighter had to face adversity, okay? What's your outlook on your career going forward?
I put in my mind, what happened in the past is the past. I can do nothing about the past. From this point on, after my loss, I woke up the next day, I prayed to Allah, Allah, what's in the past, in the past. These happen for a reason. I'm here now. I make the best I can do myself now. I can't go back and change nothing. If I can go back, I'll change the way I train, take my training 100%, take my career 100%. You reap what you sow. That's when you hear a rumor about Camacho overweight, Camacho the boxing game serious. I can't complain about that. It's the truth. But I'm here now. You can never neglect the talent. You can say Camacho's the F up. Camacho don't train. But you can never neglect it. You can never say your boxer can't fight. The boxer will know I can fight. I'm here to bring him now.
Now your trainer Tito is another example of, just like, okay, you use the word Allah, which is an Arabic word for God. Tito is a God-fearing man, your trainer, you're a God-fearing man here. But at the same time, you both are of Latino descent. Now what we want to know is, number one, how did you come to the religion of Al-Islam? Because the thing is, that shows you the versatility of God, with him being the spiritual man that he is, and a Christian man. Okay? And you being a Muslim, it's a fabulous combination. But tell us how you became a Muslim.
You know, I was married to a Moroccan man. You know, from Morocco, most Africans are Muslim. My whole team surrounded by me always been Muslim. I'm surrounded by Muslims, my manager, my trainers, people around me, my entourage, my people, my close friends, they're Muslims. And as I always observed them, they're real disciplined with their spiritual training, with their spiritual being. They pray, don't drink, don't hang out, don't indulge in the clubs. And I watch them, and I know these guys are blessed, man. These guys see him living life good. He owns a couple of things. You know, he don't swear. I pick those things up and say, wow, if Islam and God could definitely bring that spirit to me that way, maybe I should go ahead and convert it. I want to find the truth. So when I moved to Panama, it just so happened that one of my close brothers from here, from New York, is a Muslim. He took me to a mosque to know somebody, a good boxing friend. And I met him in the mosque, the mesquite, and we spoke for a minute. And ever since then, I just kept on going to mesquite, and I started finding peace in my life and calmness, and avoided all the BS of the hanging out, the temptations. You know, me becoming a Muslim, more temptations came to me. More people calling, let's go out and hang out. And I'm trying to make a fact that, you know, listen, I'm Muslim, I don't go out and party. And I'm seeing people looking at me different now. Even my family looking at me different. Oh, you're more relaxed, you're more at peace, you're more calm. Watch this change. Not just on my life. Allah Akbar. Allah is great.
What do you want to promise your fans like myself, man, who are eagerly anticipating your return to the ring? What do you promise us with the new Hector Camacho Jr.?
I'm here to put the best in me. I'm not here to cheat your guys. I'm not here to cheat myself no more. There's no shortcuts in boxing. I'm bringing me. The Camacho that first started, that hunger, that out to prove something. I'm out to prove respect in boxing. I'm out to come out respect in boxing. You know, listen, how can I walk away from boxing all this time I have and have nothing? I got at least a couple titles on me before I leave the game. So I refuse to walk out of boxing empty-handed all the time I have. I look at T, I watch these fights on HBO, I said, wow, these guys have less time than I do, and these guys are fighting for a big person on HBO. How is that? Because they train. Their discipline is at par. My discipline isn't at par. But now we being, converted to Islam, my discipline game better and better and better. Things go on. And I'm here.
Now the Camacho legacy is already something to be proud of. Do you think you have a bullseye on your back because you're a Camacho?
Of course. I'm an easy target. I'm an easy target. First, the boxing world was on top of me. After the Leha fight, they turned their back. I gave them something to point the finger at. Being the Camacho, they all want to say, well, he's like his father. I'm an easy target. You can't get around that. But you can't compare that I can fight. You can't say Camacho can't fight. Us Camacho can't fight.
Let me ask you this. How does your fight style differ from your dad?
I would say I bang a little more, because I'm a heavier fighter. I'm learning now with Tito, stay in the middle, stay in the pocket and fighting, banging that body, fighting. So at times I would sit down there and fight, more than look to move and pick my spots.
You came up on the streets of New York. I mean, few people know how real it was for you, man. Can you tell us a little bit about your growing up in New York?
New York was, you make out anywhere. Over in New York, people tell me, you ain't Camacho Jr., you ain't Camacho ain't your father. Why your father find an HBO and you hear the project, living the project, and the pissed up hallways, the pissed up elevators? You ain't Camacho Jr., you lying. And then when people did believe I was Camacho Jr., they used to test me. You Camacho, you know how to fight, let's fight. I just get picked on, I was forced to prove who I was. And from smart, I fight. Like I tell people now, but that's a pretty face fool, your boy can fight. It was rough going on in New York, man. But New York what made me who I am. And I come back to New York and I stay humble. I go back, I walk the streets where I grew up as a shorty growing up. I walk the streets and they humble me. This is where I came from. You know what I'm saying? It's a reality check when I come to New York, man. I came out the pussy hallways, man. That's what makes me who I am.
Fabulous.
I don't take nothing for granted, man. I made my money in boxing, man. I had the best girls, I had the best cars, but I stay humble, man. I thank the Lord every time my life's great, man. I thank him every time I come to New York. Not anybody can make it out of New York.
Other than your dad, man, who are five of your favorite fighters?
Ali 1, Sugar Ray 2, Pernell Whitaker was a nasty boy, there's a speed. Nowadays, I look at Floyd as a person. I don't care too much about him as a person. As a fighter, boy, I can take my hat off. The boy is good. Pacquiao, nothing special about Pacquiao at all. Nothing special about him. The boy just conditioned. He must train his butt off, man, year round. He's a condition. So I give hats off, man. Be that type of condition every fight from here on, and I let that fame get to you. All that he's doing, all he's accomplishing, the congressman doing this, doing that, and his butt is still in the gym and fighting 100%. I take my hat off to him.
Now, I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but I got to ask you this question. I know it chimes in with Tito also, but how long do you foresee before you think you might be fighting for a title?
You know what, man, after 60 fights, man, I should fight for a title whenever. I mean, I got 60 fights, man. I'm not touching 60 fights. I should have been had that title shot. I was number one in the world back in 2000, 2002, but 2 years straight, I was number one in the world to fight Sharman Mitchell from DC. Never happened. Fight cost a suit. We negotiate, never happened. I mean, I'm not gonna go whenever, man. It's a gift. I'm hooked up with Tito. Now we corrected a lot of things I haven't corrected in my earlier days. Things that should have been corrected. Habits I had in boxing, my fighting ways, it should have been corrected. And thanks God, he brought Tito around and now he's correcting new things about me. I'll say I'm this shit really ready to fight anybody, man. You know, good 6-7 months of training, I'm ready to fight anybody.
Hector, we know your time is valuable, man. We want to thank you for being on DC Drama Magazine. And last thing we want to say is this to the youth, man. What do you want to tell them, the last couple words of inspiration for them to accomplish their goals and dreams?
They got to change, man. It's a pattern. I was a youth myself. This generation now, it wasn't like my generation. Every generation getting worse. They got to make a change, man. It's more than just going out there, man, and rapping. It's more than just keep your pants low and slagging. It's more than that, man. They gotta be examples to the others, man. They gotta change the ways, man. Soon we be doomed. Us, man, y'all always be doomed, man. We can't get no job. We can't do nothing. Man, go to school, man. Forget about impressing other people. Do you, man. Be good to yourself. Impress others in the good spiritual way, man. Go out there and do you. Be the best you could be. It's whack. It ain't nothing cool. Keep your pants sagging, stay in the streets, doing it, not going to school. That's whack, man. Where you expect to get like that? Where you expect to go? Not going to school, skipping school, going out there and smoking your herb. I get played out, man. They got time for all that, man. Do your school, man. Be good kids, be good sons and mother and father, man. First and foremost, man. Just keep it moving, man. That's it, man. Life is short, man. Be the best you can be. They gotta remember, man, it's life after death, man. They gotta, whatever you do here on this earth, man, they gotta pay their deeds, man. Karma goes around, man. So be good people, be good Samaritans, man.